Hi, this is Uday. This video will see about volume slicer. Usually volume precedes price, meaning whatever happens, it happens in the volume first and then price reacts to that later on. So analyzing volume is very important. Usually how we analyze volume is we add the volume at the lower end of the candles. Now the problem with this approach is, let's say there is a resistance here, um, and then there is a support here. Now the problem with this approach is we'll not be able to exactly say how much of volume came in at the support and how much volume came in at the resistance. So that's why we go for the volume profile. So in volume profile, it will clearly show at each level how much volume came in, right? So that's why like we add volume profile next to the TPO profile. So in market profile, this pink color is the volume profile, right? So this light pink color is the HVM, and this pink color is the 70% value area, and the remaining 30% is displayed as a this gray color. Now the problem with this volume profile is this is at the daily level, right? We'll not be able to see at what happened in each 30 minutes candle, right? So that's why we added these three profiles at the end of the chart. So these three are the volume profiles of the last 30 minutes candle. So here the last 30 minutes is K, L and M. So this is the K's profile, this is the L's profile, and this is the M's profile. Again, the problem here is like we can't see the volume profiles of all candles, right? So that's why what we did was like we developed a chart only for the volume profile. We didn't release it, but we developed it, and so this is the volume profile of each and every 30 minutes candle. The problem with this chart is like we were not able to compare the profile with the previous profile, and we were not able to compare the profile within itself. Let's say there's a change that happened within the 30 minutes candle, and we were not able to identify the change that happened within it because like it's all combined together as a single profile, right? So that's why we came up with something called a volume slicer. So in volume slicer, what we do is we display the candle at the center, and the profile of the first 15. Let's say this is the volume slicer in 30 minutes time frame. So the left side of the profile, at the left side of the candle is the first 15 minutes profile, and the right side is the next 15 minutes profile. Okay, let's say this is the candle from 9:15 to 9:45. So the left side profile is from 9:15 to 9:30, and the right side profile is 9:30 to 9:45. Okay, and this light green color is the 70% volume, and this dark green color is the remaining 30% volume. Okay, and this white color is the volume weighted average price, that is the VWAP of the left side profile, and this white color is the VWAP of the right side profile. Okay, so all these are VWAPs. Now if the VWAP of the right side is higher, then we display it in green. If the VWAP of the right side is lower, then we display it in red. If the VWAPs are almost the same between the left and right, we display it in yellow. Okay, and if you look at the summary, this left side is the volume of left side profile, and this 544K is the volume of the right side profile, and the combined volume is given at the center, the second line. And in the third line, we show the range of the left side profile, that is the high minus low, and this is the range of the right side profile. And in the fourth line, we display the range of the entire candle. Okay, and some of these are highlighted in yellow. That means that it is higher than the previous volume. So here, this 202K is higher than 87K. So that's why we have highlighted it. And similarly here, this 464K is higher than the 290K. So that's why we have highlighted it here. Now, how to use this chart? So usually the market either stays in one of these two states. So either it will be in balance or it will be in an imbalance move. So let's say this is the balance move, and then from here it goes to an imbalance move, and then it balances here, and then now again it can go down and then try to balance it here. So in this case, this is the balance, right? Sorry. So this is a balance. Again, this is a balance. And here again, it's trying to balance it here. Now, if you look at the profile of this particular area, let's say for this area, it will be like a balanced profile. And for this, once it breaks out, the profile will look something like this, like a P-shaped. Then again, there might be a P-shaped, or it can balance it here, and then again break out from there, and then again here there will be a balanced profile. Okay, so this is one scenario. The second scenario is like it broke out from here, and then it's a failed breakout. Let's say this is a failed breakout. So what would happen is the price would have come down here. It would have tested this, and then it would have fallen from there. Now the profile of this would look something like this. So it would have looked above this balanced profile, and then it would have got rejected quickly. So this means that it failed above this balance, and then it reached the other end of the balance. Now, if this retest is successful, then this fall will continue until there is a balance formed, right? So in volume slicer, we try to identify all this. We try to compare the profile with the previous profiles. How much volume is traded at this profile? What is the range in which it was traded? Let's say let's see yesterday's volume slicer. So this is the reversal point, right? So it reversed from here. Okay. So let me add this initial balance. So what happened was in this level, it broke the initial balance, and there were some believers who thought that okay, it broke the initial balance, so it's going to move higher, or they might have sold some positions here. And since it broke the initial balance, they would have covered the shorts. So that's why there's a balanced profile forming here. Now look at what happened in the next 15 minutes. So there was a quick rejection above this balance, and it fell down more than double this point, double this left side profile. And look at the volume profile, how lean the volume profile is. And the next candle, what happened was it tried to balance this imbalance. It tried to reach there, but it couldn't move above the initial balance, and then it started to fall from there. So this is the typical failed auction where the D period moved higher and it couldn't find any buyers, so it moved to the other end of the initial balance. So it moved to the initial balance, IV low. So that's how we find there are several setups like this. So in this case, this is a trapped buyer. So the buyers were trapped, and then it moved to the other end. So there are different strategies or setups which can be used to identify what is happening and what is supposed to happen within this day. So this chart, it needs to be combined with the market profile. Because in market profile, we will understand the context, we'll see who is in charge, what is the market trying to do, and then here we'll see, we'll confirm our context, and we'll be able to get entries based on that. We'll be able to understand what happens within that particular 30 minutes, and then we'll be able to take entries based on that. So that is how we should be using volume slicer. So there are several setup strategies for this, which I'll be discussing in the upcoming videos. So try to use this in live and see for yourself how the price reacts at these volume profiles. So at these profiles, at these VWAPs, so how the price reacts to that. So you'll get a clear understanding of the volume, and you'll be able to confirm whether your context reading is right or not. So we'll see in the next videos some of the strategies that can be used in the volume slicer. Thank you.